Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is February 23rd, 2014. This is your friend, the one and only Mr. KB. I have not done a video in a long time. Let me give you a quick rundown of what happened. Roughly a month ago, I was uploading my Niner games. They made the playoffs. They lost against the Seahawks, which, in my honest opinion, was a real Super Bowl between the Niners and the Seahawks. They lost. Congratulations to the Seahawks because they did go on to win the Super Bowl. Solid team. A couple guys on there that I don't like as football players. I don't know personally, so I'm not gonna say I hate them in real life. But they won, and kudos to them. Kudos to Seattle. From what I hear, it's a great city, and congratulations. After that, life. We got busy at work. We had overtime. Busy with real life. I just moved actually from Long Beach to Anaheim. I got tired of the neighborhood. I have lived there for 20 years, and it kind of went downhill and blah 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 blah. So now I'm in Anaheim, and we didn't have cable all last week, or sorry, we didn't have internet all last week. So I couldn't do anything, and now this is our first full week at our new place, at our new apartment. It's actually a lot more roomy. I'm paying up the ass for it, but you know what? My son's gonna have his own room. I'm gonna have the ability to hopefully make more videos, at least hopefully on the weekends. Now that I can kind of separate myself from the rest of the family and kind of just dedicate, like maybe 45 minutes to record content, put it on YouTube, and for you guys to watch, and we can discuss stuff. So, reason why I'm making this video is Friday I took a critical thinking class at work, and that's how dope my job actually is, where they actually paid me to take a critical thinking class. Um, and you know what? It was a good class. I like those type of classes because it was a discussion heavy class. There was no looking at the projector, asking for questions, any of that stuff. It was literally just, here are scenarios, here's a couple of questions, here are whatever it is that you would like to call it, and let's discuss this. So, you know what? It was awesome. It was an awesome class. The girl who taught it, she's a coworker of mine. She's part of the learning team at our workplace, and she did a really good job. She brought the she brought in the materials. She did. Oh, geez. She brought in the materials. We discussed them, and it was a fun class for me. I personally really, really did like it. One of the things that she brought in that really touched home, part of the critical thinking class, was she brought in an article from, I don't know, it was on One Up, and it was just some guy who says why game reviews fail. And and once you pack a room full of nerds, that topic becomes a loaded question, it becomes a loaded subject, mainly because if you're around my age, my generation, we grew up with like GamePro magazine and EGM and Nintendo Power and magazines of that kind, and game reviews were pretty much like it. You know what I'm saying? The games you bought or asked for around Christmas time, your birthday, whatever, were all based upon what those magazines said. If it was different for you guys, then cool. I don't think it was. I oh damn. I literally think that that's how it was. You know that that's basically how it was. You saw the reviews, you liked the reviews, and why is it slowing down? Um, and that's what you asked for. And lately, personally, I feel that game reviews don't actually fail nowadays, but now they're so business oriented. I grew up, well, the last 10 years, I really followed GamePro a lot. I mean, not GamePro, Game Informer a lot. You know, I subscribe to the magazine. Yeah, they're a part of GameStop. I don't really care that they're a part of that. You know, like for me, it's really um, I read it because I like the previews. In this day of age of internet leaks and internet previews and stuff, they're one of the few magazines that still surprise me with the stuff they're able to establish as far as getting like first offs and stuff like that, stuff that I don't see on the internet before I see it on the magazine. And that's the reason why I've kept it. But I feel like a lot of their game reviews are really can be overly biased, and that's kind of where everything kind of lays, like discussion wise. And I saw a video with another actually gaming celebrity or gaming personality who had a bunch of jobs with networks, and now he's in this, I guess, part of a separate network. And he stated that he doesn't take into consideration money or the cost of the product when it comes to the actual review. Like to him, he reviews everything the same, whether it's a $60 game or a $15 game or whatever. He tends to review them the same. He tends to look at it the same. And I really don't know how he brought up why he is the person that he is, or why he became the TV personality. As far as my background, I've been playing video games since I was 5 years old. I'm 31 now, so you're talking about 26 years of following this industry that I really love. It's not even like it's a passion of mine. So I've been in the video game industry as a QA tester for 7+ years now. I've been a part of a design team, development team, QA team. I have some unaccredited design work on a big, AAA title. Unfortunately, you work on company computers, blah 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 blah. You know, and what I wanted to ask you guys, and this is all up for discussion. I'm not saying that I'm right. What qualifies somebody to review video games? I don't do this because of money. I don't do this for the free perks. I don't do this for any other reason other than to hopefully intrigue people enough who watch my videos to want to discuss this, whether it is by themselves, with friends, or on the other YouTube comments down below. I just want people to discuss. I think that is the lost art of everything, and I feel that's what's missing in this age of video game reviews. I think that's what's missing in this new generation. Everything is so business oriented that it's here's a score, this is why you should buy it, and that's it. Nothing else matters. And the article itself kind of touched upon a few points as far as biases or biases. I don't even know how you would go around that words. Where he brought up two games in particular, where it was New Super Mario Brothers Wii and Diablo 3. Super Mario Brothers Wii was super, like it was universally loved. I don't know of one website that panned it. Um, and if there was, then you guys can point me to it, because I just know that that game was universally loved. While Diablo kind of had its shortcomings, and one of the things that this guy touched about was was the nostalgia factor, that people or reviewers viewed New Super Mario Brothers Wii, more favorably because it was very nostalgic. It was very old school. Oh, jeez, what's going on? It was very old school compared to the newer ones like Galaxy, Sunshine. I died, and other games of the Mario type that have been more recent. Um, oh, she and Diablo. Well, a lot of people panned it because it wasn't that much different from Diablo 2. And he didn't understand why, video game reviewers could look at it this way. He says nostalgia is kind of one of those big, turns ons or turn offs of the industry. And the article itself, I really, oh jeez, I really didn't like. I really couldn't take it serious once I was done reading it. And a bunch of things kind of came into mind. Either the guy is really old and is very bitter about stuff that he thinks he's qualified to do, but never got the chance to, or he's really young, he's trying to make a name for himself. And as we discussed this, I always thought to myself, well, if the guy is young, I can understand why he would feel this way. He wants to be the new guy. He wants to change things. He wants to change the way things are done. And I get that. And in a little small way, I can even respect that. But if the guy is my age, 30, 31, or even, plus, 35 plus, maybe even close to 40, and he's always wanted a job reviewing video games and he never got it, even though he thinks he's so highly qualified, I tend to look at that review and that article a little bit more negative. And I guess without talking too much or talking, way too much, how do you guys view the industry now compared to when you were growing up? If you are part of my gaming generation, part of the 25 plus club, how do you view it compared to how it was before? Back when Nintendo first came out, how do you view it differently now? Do you think it's shadier? Do you think it's more corrupt? Do you, not necessarily the game development, but just the review portion of it? How do you guys feel about it? Do you feel that now that the internet actually exists, that has changed the way their reviews are actually written? Because in my eyes, back in days, like I said, all we had was a couple of magazines that we went to and took their word as a definitive word of what to buy, because there was really no other way. Whereas now, you can literally go to a Reddit or part of a Gawker network or anywhere really, like the forums here on YouTube, and you guys can either attack himself, yourselves personally or whatever, but you can dissect and get information about a game you may be interested in and actually be much more informed that way than you would say an IGN review, a Game Informer review, or any other type of website reviews that are like official. And like for me, I don't even bother with game reviews anymore. I honestly, I'm fortunate enough to go to E3. I go, I look at what I might actually be interested in, and I make a list. And then when it comes out, I think I might buy it, and I might buy it or I might rent it, or but I'll definitely keep my eye out on it. Where before it used to be like, okay, let me open up Game Informer. What game did they say is good? All right, cool. I want to try that game. And now I don't even trust them because there's been some times where I just cannot take their word for it. I feel like it's a little bit more specialized. There's too much behind the scenes stuff going that I can't respect them for. And now I value the intrigue of the internet peoples a lot more as far as what they bring to the table. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is pretty pointless because we tend to kind of argue with each other a lot if we have different opinions, and some of it is pretty needless and downright disappointing that we can't actually discuss. It's either you look at my things my way or we don't, we're not friends, we can't talk, whatever. And without making the video too long, because I only have the 15-minute limit, damn thing, I wish I could talk about this more, but this is going to be hopefully one part of it's going to be one part of this discussion if we can keep this going. Is how do you guys feel about reviews? I personally think it's a lot different than what it was. I would hope that it wouldn't be, but it is. And where do you guys go for your information? Where do you guys go? Because right now I'm playing Call of Duty Ghosts. This is actually the intro to Call of Duty Ghosts because I'm 3 months behind in playing it, and this is one of the few games. Oh man, I want to kill it. One of the few games where I've actually played every game since Modern Warfare just because it's a habit of mine. I don't think the games are much better. I I do think they're not as fun as Modern Warfare 1 was. I don't think any of them has really reached that pinnacle of success and innovation. But I do it. I don't care what the review said. This is what I'm going to play. So, what is the games that you guys play that you guys just don't care? Does the reviews even matter at this point? And I'm at my 15-minute limit, so we'll probably touch the subject again. But like, just to put this question out there. Thank you guys for watching. Um, but how do you guys feel about game reviews? Let me know in the comments below, and we will touch the subject later. This has been Mr. KB. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.